Okay, part 2, people trying to change. Okay, some people might be in the negative state and they have like thought, now onwards I will change my life, I will be changing this and that, but they still cannot do it because that thing also comes under the law of momentum. Let's discuss why. Okay, suppose this is a bubble, and this bubble is constantly in that unlimited path. It is constantly moving in the negative axis. Okay, negative momentum that has been in a negative momentum for like many time. Okay, that for a long period of time that is in a negative momentum. Now when that person decides to change, okay, and when that person decides to change, then that ball would not instantly like start, then that ball won't instantly start to move in a positive. Okay, I decided to change, and that ball will not shift like this. That does not how the law of momentum works. Now that particular person, that ball has to give extra effort initially. Okay, not forever. Okay, not forever. That's an advantage. If you look it it can be advantage, it can be disadvantage. That is like how people will see their problem. Okay, now when person tries to shift their life from the negative momentum to the positive momentum, then they have to undergo through one more thing, and that is resistance. Okay, that ball being constantly in a negative momentum, that when that ball like tries to shift in a positive momentum, that is not instant, as I have already said. Okay, now people, this is where most of the people fail. Okay, they try to change, the change is not instant, and that they think love does not support me, like this is not for me, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, and much more. Okay, but if you overcome that resistance, there is certain threshold. Okay, there is certain threshold. If you overcome that threshold, the ball constantly moving in a negative direction, then first of all you have to break that momentum, and you have to push that ball, you have to push that ball until certain resistance is reached. Okay, once you reached that threshold, then you can finally start to have that positive momentum. But here most of the people fails. Okay, like let's say drug addicts, they try to change themselves. Okay, day one, day two, day three, they like they leave the drug, or they leave that kind of things, and from day four they again start, because they have not like they have not reached their threshold level. Okay, like people are so impatient, they try to get result so early. Okay, they try to result so early, and that is not how universe work, and we are part of universe, and again they fail. Okay, that's why what we have to do, we have to do hard work. Okay, we have to do hard work until that threshold reaches, and after that, then like it will be much easier for us to keep on moving to the positive momentum. Okay, this rule applies to everything. Okay, everything in the life, almost everything. Like suppose you have to push that one big block of rock. Okay, big rock, you it will be much harder for you to push at once, but once that rock start to move, okay, once it start to take the momentum, then it will be much easier for you to keep on rolling and rolling and rolling until you get to the destination, right? And that's how that also falls under the same law. And once you move to the positive, as I have said, you will be your priority would be to keep on moving to the positive momentum. But there comes some circumstances, because we are living being, and certain in under certain circumstances, you cannot be keep on. Guys, ignore the background noise if you are having any. Now let's continue. And and when there are unfavorable circumstances, now your goal should be at least moving in the vertical. Okay, the positive y-axis or the negative y-axis. You are already in a positive x-axis, then when there are unfavorable circumstances, then your ball should not be going towards the negative momentum. Priority would be to move constantly in the infinite positive, but when there are unfavorable conditions, then your job should be to move in a up and down, at least in a up and down. You have to maintain that. Okay, positive negative, sorry, yes, positive negative, but in a y-axis, not in the negative x-axis. Okay, and this law answers why Elon Musk still like keep on working, though he have a lot of wealth, right? Because if you have life, you don't have privilege to stay in one position. Either you will move forward or backward, and yes, Elon Musk choose to move forward, and that's better, right? Bye bye.